Thomas brought Annie and Clarabelle to visit him. Thomas was most impressed. Now I understand how useful a traction engine can be. The coaches were full of children. Trevor gave them rides along the harbor. He liked this best of all. He's very kind, said Annie. He reminds me of Thomas, added Clarabelle. Everyone was sorry when it was time for Trevor to go. Thomas pulled him to the junction. A small tear came into Trevor's eye. Thomas pretended not to see. He whistled gaily to make Trevor happy. I'll come and see you if I can, he promised. The vicar will look after you, and there's plenty of work for you now at the orchard. But we may need you again at the harbor someday. That would be wonderful, said Trevor. That evening, Trevor stood remembering his new friend Thomas, the harbor, and most of all, the children. Then he went happily to sleep in the shed at the bottom of the orchard. Now, I think it is getting time for me to leave.
Not yet. Please, not yet.
Now, let me tell you both something. No matter what happens, we will always be friends.
Promise? Promise?
It's a promise. Goodbye now. Goodbye.
Wait! You forgot your hat. It's too late. Now he's gone forever.
Good day, Miss Jones.
Oh. Good day, Mr. King.
Well, yes. Now, on to business. I imagine you know why I'm here. It is my duty as superintendent of the Indian Valley Railroad to officially close this station.
No, you can't close the station. Shining Time is the best station the Indian Valley Railroad has.
Are you two major stockholders in this railroad?
No.
Good. Now, let me explain something to you kids. We just built a huge station at Snarleyville. We don't need these little stations anymore. Besides, I like things big. Bigger is better. Tell me, you two both want to grow up and be big, don't you?
Well,
Sure you do. Now you're thinking correctly. Now you're thinking big.
I don't want to be big because it means losing what's nice.
Well, you've got a point there.
Jones! I have a plan. I was just talking to my mommy, and she said we might be able to move the entire train station to her backyard.
Oh, thank you, Steamer. But how would the trains get over there? Steamer, you remember Mr. King, superintendent of the railroad?
I remember you. You're the one who's responsible for the misery around here. You're the one responsible for taking away all the trains.
What is the meaning of this? No trains are supposed to stop here anymore. That's Jerry the Juggler. My favorite juggling clown in the entire world. That's Jerry the Juggler, my idol.
What's going on here, Stacy? Huh? The railroad rerouted the circus train past here to some awful place called Snarleyville. We had to back up the whole way to pull in here.
You know Jerry the Juggler?
Oh, yes, Jerry, this is Mr. King, superintendent of the railroad.
Are you the one responsible for closing down this station?
That's not funny. No, that's not funny.
You may not know this, but the circus train goes 200 miles out of its way every year just to stop at this station. Did you know that? This station is special to us. There's no other place like it. We wouldn't think of going on tour without stopping here first. It's our lucky charm. So, I sure hope it's not being shut down.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Oh, I'd like to say something, Mr. King. Jerry's circus stops in all the little towns and all the big cities all over the state. By that way, everyone gets a chance to see his circus. And trains, why, they're sort of like the circus, Mr. King, because, well, we feel everyone should have a chance to take a train ride, even if they live in the tiniest, smallest little town in the state. If you close our station, then no one who lives here will ever be able to see the circus in their own town again. And no one will ever be able to take a train that lets them off at Shining Time Station.
Well, I'm going to have to think about that, Miss Jones.
Great. Thinking about it is a step in the right direction. Everybody look at me. Everybody look. 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 I'm going to go tell the others.
So this is where Mr. Conductor lived. I see. I see. This is a special place. Hey, kid. What do you say we leave this station open? But on one condition, Miss Jones.
Yes, sir?
You get me Jerry the Juggler's autograph?
Oh, of course!
Well, I'm going to go watch the circus train on the road. You know, Jerry the Juggler has a very serious side. I like that in the juggling clown.
You know something? I love this railroad station.
I guess I'm glad they reopened the station. But it's too late. Mr. Conductor has already left. I know. It won't be Shining Time Station without him. Where are we going to put his hat? We don't even have a lost and found right now.
But I haven't lost my hat. I'm right here.
Oh, Conductor, you're back home!
You had a feeling this would work out in the end, didn't you, Faisal?
You just have a way of working out right around here, Harry. As we always say, there's just something about this place.
Reach for the speed, reach for the wisdom, go where the rail may run. Reach for the words, reach for the story, follow the rainbow sun. To a shining time station, where dreams can come true, waiting there for you. So much to see, so far to travel, so much to learn to know. Friends by your side, hope to hold on to, who knows how far you'll go. To a shining time station, where dreams can come true. Your own imagination waiting there for you.
Funding for this program was provided